I am Chris French, the founder of What's Your Story blog. So yeah, my story is pretty much I am from Gary, Indiana originally. I grew up until about I moved halfway throughout my 7th grade. So I believe that was about 12 or 13. I moved to Michigan City. Yeah, about 13 years old, moved to Michigan City. I attended Michigan City High School, graduated from there in class of 2019. I then decided to pursue my educational career to pursue engineering at Wabash College, a dual degree engineering career, which now I'm currently majoring in physics, and I am triple minoring in math, rhetoric, and psychology. So I do a lot of this work with a lot of young adults, which happens to go with my psychology major, but that's who I am and that's who I kind of came about to be. But being a young entrepreneur at 20 years old, also still in college, is definitely difficult. It's been a difficult path to kind of take a route in. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of unbelief just because of the age and different things of that nature. But when you carry yourself to a certain degree, then a lot of people start to look at you the way that you carry yourself. And I'm a firm believer in that. Why I came to my journey of founding this business. I know I have a story myself. Just being from Gary, Indiana and switching different environments. I go from Gary, Indiana to Michigan City to Crawfordsville, Indiana. I mean, Crawfordsville, Indiana isn't easy, but because I had someone in front of me that kind of came from the same exact path of going from Gary, Indiana to Crawfordsville, Indiana, they kind of told me and led me the ropes. So I'm happy to bring to you What's Your Story, and that's really my story, who I am and why I founded this business. And I look to use this work to inspire and cultivate our generation, as well as the generations to come. So that's who we are, and this is what I'm about. The piece of advice that I would give Chris back senior in high school, and going back to high school, I mean, I played 3 varsity sports. I took a lot of time and dedication into sports. I took a lot of time and dedication into the classroom as well. So I was always in the classroom just as dedicated as I was in the sport. Pieces have never been able to, fall my way in the sense of, I'm grateful for playing the sport, but they've never been able to, I've never won a, high school championship, sectional, or in the sport that I wanted to do that in, rather. I never won a state title in a sport that I wanted to do that in. The class that I wanted to get the A in, I always ended up getting the B. Or the class that and just different things. I wanted to be a distinguished grad. I was not a distinguished grad in high school, which is crazy when I speak about it, but I wasn't a distinguished grad in high school. I barely missed that rope. So I mean, it's things like that. So the thing that I would tell my high school self, going back to senior year high school, I would tell myself, do not be discouraged by your short fallings. That's what I would tell myself. Do not be discouraged by your short fallings, because use that and turn that into motivation for the long run. And you can only control the things that you can control. So continue to work hard, and the pieces will begin to fall your way. So that's what I would tell myself. My last piece of nuggets advice: no matter who you are, where you come from, what's your background, do not let anyone discourage you. There's always elevation. You can always learn from someone. And my last piece of advice for someone out there: learn to fall in love with growth. Learn to fall in love with growth. There's a huge wave of entertainment that's going on right now, and it's in our generation, the generations before us, maybe, and learn to fall in love with growth, because you can still have fun while you grow. So I want that piece of information for everyone to kind of recognize. Learn to fall in love with growth, and continue to keep the main goal, and find your purpose in life. Take the time to actually find your purpose in life, and then chase your goal determined by your purpose. So that's what I would say to everyone. And also go follow What's Your Story blog.